Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is and how to define a typography. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, when we are talking about typography, we are talking about a style of lettering. They got the following characteristic. It is the technique of writing using different designs of letters and calligraphy with the purpose of highlighting what you want to communicate. Uh, it is a charge of everything related to the symbols, numbers, and letters that can be printed on a physical or digital support. There are different styles or types of lettering that we can choose, and we make different designs of the same one. Typography is one of the indispensable variables when building a graphic line, corporate identity, or any visual development. To know how to select, combine, and apply them, we will develop the following video. So lettering is extremely important when we talk about typography. It's very important because it's one of the main components of the graphic line. When we design any kind of development, we need typography, we need lettering. So that this is why I'm making this video. Before we start explaining, if you like our channel, if you like what we do, please subscribe. It helps us a lot. Turn on the bell, give us a like, share our content, because it really allows us to keep working on this project. So when we talk about typography, the first thing that you need to know is which are the parts of the different characters. So when we talk about serif means this thing here that is extending of the main body of the character. The crossbar is the one that we cross the character. The apex is the union that we got in the top part. We also had the arm of pole, which is this one. We got the terminal, which is this one. And it's very important that we know. So arm is this one and pole is this one. So it's very, very important that we know which part it is. There are other parts of the different characters, but these are the main ones. So when we talk about the kinds of typography, we basically got four that are the main ones. The first one and the biggest one is the serif. It means that it got with serif. It means with this part. They are also known as Roman kind of typography, like Times New Roman, Century, Century BT. All of these kind of characters are very popular and are a big part of when you want to choose a typography. Then we got without serif, called also sans serif or dry stick. These are the biggest kind of typographies in the whole world. Here we got many ones that are very popular, like Arial, Helvetica, Futura. All of these kind of typographies are without serif, sans serif, or dry stick. Any of these names are properly. And like the name said, they don't have anything. They are straight, so they don't have any serif. We also got the cursive or scripts. Like the main ones are Madame, Saigo, Kunawa, but there are many different kind of cursives, and of course it's when all the characters of the typography are together. We also got the decorative, which means they are vectorized or customized. It means that someone vectorized it by itself, like you can see here, this one that says Design Thinking 24/7, which is the name of the channel. It's a customized and it was vectorized, so it's a special. So if you want to find it, you cannot, you have to do it by yourself. So we got different variation of all these kinds of typography. These kinds are the most popular, but we got variations. We got light, normal, regular, medium, normal, italic, and these are the reading in text quotes, which are very important as well, because it really allows us to organize everything and put everything together. So basically, you use these kinds of variation. For example, Arial, you can use it in any of these. Of course, there are more variations, but these are the main ones. And we also got semi-bold, all bold, that basically you use it for titles, subtitles, or when you want to highlight something. These variations, there are some other that are more, but these are the main ones. So you can choose a typography and of course use it with any of these variations. There are three suggestions and recommendations that I make. The first one is that when you are designing a book, when you are designing an infographic, I strongly recommend don't use more than two typographies. Uh, One for the titles and subtitles, and one for the keywords or text. In some cases, for example, when you want to uh, make a poster for a festival, there are many different kind of typographies. That is the exceptions, but in the majority of cases, try to only use two, because otherwise you will see too much information in that. The second one is the fonts have characteristics and must have been selected according to the user and according of what you want to develop and create. So that is very very important as well, because the context is everything. If you have a brand book, please follow the instructions over there, because it will really help you a lot. And third, the size of the typography determines the hierarchy that has each of the variables. The more important is more big, and if it's less important is smaller. So that is very important, because if you want to say that something is very important, you put a bigger typography with more points, and if it's less important, please choose something smaller. As a conclusion, we can say there are many fonts, and it's recommended to search for the best one that suits to your need. So one of the very interesting thing is that nowadays you can find so many fonts, so many typographies, and that help you a lot, because it really allowed you to search and find what you like. But you have to keep in mind that is very important that you are aware of what you're looking for. In any program of vectors, you can create your own typography. That is something also very cool, because if you want to create, if you search and you don't like anything that you see that there is a possible scenario, you can create your own one. The only thing that you need to do is to vectorize in Illustrator or Corel or whatever vector program you use, and focus on that. This variable is essential in the creation and definition on a brand and line identity. That's something very important as well, because if, for example, you are developing a brand book for any kind of brand, um, one of the most important things is that you choose the typography that are you going to use for that. So that is very important as well. Thank you so much. I hope this video was a big help in your education. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media. Remember that every Monday we have a new video in Spanish, and every Thursday we have a new video in English. Our Udemy courses are already available. You can check them in the description of this video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.